Hey guys, it is Saturday here in West Virginia, and we are going to do another unboxing video for you guys this week. Kind of a surprise to me because I got an email from Mattel yesterday saying that my order was going to be refunded for my two BRE Datsuns. They sent me an email on the 11th, the day after I bought them, saying that they were being shipped. So after that, I waited like 3 or 4 days and checked status, and it still said USPS waiting for the package. Shipping label was made. And this is the first one that's been delivered by USPS in a while. Most of them had been going through FedEx, and they had been coming like right on time. As soon as they said they were shipped, they would be here within 2 days. USPS has always had an issue with dragging their feet to pick up the packages, or Mattel was dragging their feet to drop them off. I don't know how that worked, but it always took a long time, so I wasn't really surprised. Then after a week, I checked again. It said no update. So after 10 days, I called them, and they said, it looks like your order's been lost. We will email you in the next day or within 2 days for an update and let you know, and we'll probably just refund your money. So they did that. They emailed me saying there's a refund, and yesterday the money was refunded to my account. And then today I get an email stating your order's out for delivery. And sure enough, they brought the two Datsuns. So I basically got them for free. I don't know, later on they may ask for the money again. I doubt it. I doubt that they'll even care. But anyways, yeah, so I got refunded the money, and then the next day they came. So if your order still shows not picked up by the USPS, just a label was made and there's no status at all, then call them after 10 days and you may get a refund. You may still get your cars. So who knows? But today we're going to do an unboxing on this guy. And I'm going to probably get rid of both of them. I am asking $40 plus shipping for the sealed one. And even this one, because the seal is nothing but a piece of tape, actually, so it's really not that big of a deal. So 40 each or 75 for both, if somebody wants both of them. It is a great looking car. Before we open the box, actually, let's go over it. It's the exact same thing as your 240Z that you bought last year from RLC. 00, and it is chrome and matte black two-tone. BRE Datsun. This is a 71 BRE Datsun 510. Red Line Club logo on this end cap, and it says this product is intended for adult collectors and is not intended for children under 14 years of age. Same Datsun BRE stuff on this side, and then on this end cap you have the 00 BRE Datsun Mattel Creations. Bottom of the box you have your licensing stuff and sponsors and all that stuff, and your UPC code, and then you have like this little piece of tape, as I mentioned, holding these flaps down, which really is nothing special. So just flip this open, and then inside you have another like box. It's kind of like a dome that goes over this, but it wouldn't be a dome because it's not round, of course. But anyways, it's a cover. It's half of a box, so half of like a shoe box, I guess you could call it. But it's really nice with the art print and stuff, like fading from white, or I don't know, kind of like a light gray to a darker gray. Then you have the matte black, and with the Hot Wheels logo, your BRE Datsun 00. Red Line Club metal on metal with Rail Riders and BRE on this side. And on the bottom, you have your Nissan licensing stuff. And then you can see that you have two screws here. So this is one that is screwed down, just like the 240 was. And there it is. It is a beauty. I mean, it is a really nice looking car. It has the 10-spoke looking Watanabe mini light wheels, whatever you like to call them. With a red center cap. They look really good. Just black wall tires, nothing extravagant. On the acrylic top, it has your Red Line Club logo, and the name of the vehicle, 71 BRE Datsun 510, and then your BRE logo on that side. Nothing else on the cap, and then these caps just pop off pretty easily. Sometimes one end can be a pain. I like that. And then they still put this piece of PVC in here, and I really don't know why, because this hood does not open very easily, and the car's not going to go anywhere because it's screwed down. Now, the stuff that isn't screwed down, for example, like the Nissan truck that came out a couple months back, that I can see why they had the plastic in there. It's to hold the thing in place from banging around in the case. But this, it has an opening hood, but as you can see, it opens a little without any force, but you have to really push on it to get it to open. And it does have a very nicely detailed engine compartment. You can see the strut towers have a red cap on it where they would be bolted in. You have your red valve cover, and then you have your red, I think maybe battery cable. No, maybe not. I don't know what that is. It looks like maybe your exhaust manifold there. So anyways, nice detail though. Very detailed. And then the hood hinges are placed in the right areas. They're not dead center like a lot of these like Diecast 164 cars are with opening hoods. So this kind of looks a little more realistic. And it's not so bulky and noticeable. So that's a nice touch. And hood closes nice and firm. You have a red roll cage inside the car. Nicely detailed. And the seats, I guess, are black. I'll zoom in a little bit. Package tray is black. And the windows are kind of a light smoke, like medium smoked tint. Still clear, but you can tell they are tinted. And you have all of your BRE logos and stuff. Nice chrome reflection. As you can see my face here. It is like a mirror. Very nice finish. And all of your sponsors on the back part of the quarter panel. Nice detail on the tail lights. And you have your DDMG. Oh, I'm sorry, not DD, but OOMG on the plate. And Datsun going across the rear lip of the trunk. Detailed exhaust tip. Chrome bumpers. Detailed exhaust cap. You have your door handles. There, all the window trim is detailed. Very nicely done car. And then you have your blocked out headlights. I guess maybe the two outer ones are still supposed to be functional since they're white. The two inner ones are not. They're painted red. A little bit of detail in the grille. So you can see you got the chin spoiler there. It's a little bit of detail on it too. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the undercarriage of this today. We're going to go ahead and give you the full 100% view of this thing. I'm going to take the screws out and see how it looks underneath. And a lot of these Hot Wheels RLC cars have been getting some nice details to the base, the chassis. So it wouldn't surprise me if this also has some nice detail, but it also wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't, which it doesn't. It just has the detailed exhaust tip with the muffler resonator, and they give her chassis details as usual on any of them. They being mainline or whatever, had these kind of like details etched into the chassis. Independent rear end, your independent front end with your rack and pinion, you can see there, transmission, bell housing and such. Then you have your licensing stuff on the bottom, Hot Wheels 2009. I'm sorry, I'm blind here. 2016 Mattel, and it was made in China. Datsun Bluebird 510. So a lot of these new RLC things are made in China. It used to be, I thought that they were made in Thailand, like some of the premium cars are, but they are being made in China. That's why you're getting a lot of these newer models leaked from China and being on eBay. I've been super tempted to buy the 62 Dodge Power Wagon quad cab on eBay from China, but I'm going to hold out till it's released. I was hoping it would be released this year. Still got my fingers crossed. I don't know if it's going to be or not, but I'm hoping so. But I know it's in production and development because they're already being stolen from the production line and sold on eBay. So it looks like it would be popping up here pretty soon. Well, got my fingers crossed on that. But anyways, guys, that's it for your BRE up close and personal. Very nice car. And it has the real riders that are slicks. Very pretty car. If you have the 240Z, this is a must-have. I mean, they would look beautiful sitting next to each other. Kind of like the original 510 that had the neoclassic style plastic wheels on it when they came out with the 240 to match it. It was like a must-have. So, yeah, it's a very nice pair to have. So if you don't have it, I have them available for not much more than what they cost originally from RLC. As I mentioned, 40 bucks a pop plus shipping, or 75 for both plus shipping. So guys, that's it. We will be back on Monday for our Mopar Monday. Thank you for watching.